So hello and welcome back to Test Drive Thursday. Today we're taking a look at this MAN TGA mod. So let's get started by taking a look at all of the customization. So here we are inside the truck configurator. Now you start off with a pretty basic truck, 4x2, sort of front plastic bumper. It's not the most exciting looking truck in the world, but as you know, I do like MAN trucks. I think they drive really nicely and they're quite smooth, so yeah, I do like them, even though this is I don't know, it's not the most exciting and thrilling looking truck. Cabins are pretty much the same as the current sort of generation in the game. You got the XL, XLX, and then the XXL with the window up here, which is always very cool. Chassis, loads to choose from. We've got heavies, 8x4 like this with the sort of more heavy front on it, where you got the more standard sort of standard duty front, 6x2 mid lifts, tag lifts, 4x2. You got low decks as well. So yeah, loads of different options. Engines, they're quite not massively high powered. We do have a V10, which I always like going for. It sounds really nice. Starting off with a 310 horsepower, obviously going up to 660 with the V10, but we've got Euro 3s, Euro 4s, because that's the sort of emissions regulations that are sort of out when this truck was being produced. Transmissions, as usual, we got 12 speeds, 16 speeds. I can't see a 6-speed. You're usually able to get one of those, so that's kind of interesting. But we got some heavy duty ones, one for the low deck. Not sure how much difference that makes, but yeah, some interesting and realistic transmissions there. Now we got loads of different interior options. So we got the black dashboard or the grey dashboard. I think I prefer the black. In fact, yeah, I definitely prefer the black. It works better. Then you've got UK as well, which is always nice to see when mod authors put a right-hand drive version in. And you can then have it with wood as well. So yeah, I'm going to take that back what I said. There isn't a lot of interior options. You've got no wood or wood and a different coloured dashboard panel. That's it. I think the rest of this is borrowed from the current generation MAN mod, and they've just sort of reskinned this part here, and I think that's the same to say about the rest of the truck as well. I think all of this is the same. I might be wrong, but they've just reskinned the front of it. I'm guessing it is the same truck underneath, but I might be wrong about that. So yeah, but it does sort of seem like a lot of it is copied over. Got some nice paint schemes here. Got heavy haulage one, 5-star, that's quite low res. Grand Tour, Green Fury, I'm not sure I like that. It might look good, in fact no. I was about to say it might look good, yeah, in fact that doesn't look that bad. I like how it sort of works there. And then those are more the standard ones. So yeah, it's not too bad on the paint scheme front. So now let's go over to the main options. Obviously you got a lower grille guard. You can change the colours. You can change the colours of the sort of fog lights down here. Now you can sort of bring it more up to date with the clear lights rather than the sort of amber ones. So it's up to you. You got a country plate. I've got a bull bar, which I don't really go for. I don't think they work in most trucks. Got some ADR plates, which is always kind of nice. Now we can change the sort of surrounds of the lights here. I do think it sort of brings it up to date again when you go for the painted surrounds. When you go for the black, I don't know. For me, it just doesn't work, especially on a lighter coloured truck. That isn't so bad, but I do think it looks best like that. We can have a yellow tinted light if you want, but I wouldn't recommend that. wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't personally go for it if it was me. And then we've got these kind of slat things, kind of unusual. Now this is where you can change the bumper, have it full plastic if you want, paint, and then you got paint with this sort of chrome edging around the edge. Kind of unusual. Here you can paint that central bit. I do think I prefer it black. I think when you got it painted it stands out and it's a bit unusual, so probably plastic. You got some slots there for lights on the grill. Now this is always cool, the different grills that you got. I believe they make farming equipment. Might be wrong about that though. That one's really nice. I like how the stripes sort of work with the slats on the grill. That's really cool. Yeah, some kind of nice options there. Moving on up, we have got the mirrors. Loads of mirror options here, look. It's kind of nicely done. Got the sun visor, that's directly lifted from the sort of more up-to-date MAN. And up here we've got some slots for horns and beacons and everything like that. We got cab light, we got the light bar, and then we got the beacon. So over here we have got sort of surrounds for the windows. Have it plastic, paint, or chrome. Personally, I prefer it plastic. I just think it works best being plastic. I never do like these sort of wheel arch protectors. Just look a bit unusual to me. Side skirts, and then we have got the aerodynamic fins and spoilers and everything if you want them. Then at the back you can make the lights more of the current generation. You got some chocks. You can change the what you got. My mind is just not thinking straight today. You've got the wheel arches here. You can change the colour of them and everything, and then you can paint that or take it off. Now I think that's pretty much it for the options on the outside, so we'll move on to the inside. Oh, you can put a new wheel in here. Yeah, kind of unusual having a new wheel in an older generation, I think. We got, I'm guessing these are the blanket and then the curtains. Yeah, so this is directly from the other MAN mod. You can tint the windows if you want. Not sure why you do that though. Always cool having these little stickers, but the window's massive. I mean, look at that. You got some blinds as well. Just wish you could I just wish you could operate those with a button. That'd be really nice, rather than going to the truck configurator each time. Got a sat nav as well. So there we go. That's all the configuration for this MAN TGA. Now I'm going to do a time lapse of me building this truck to my spec. Okay then, so here we are, all fully configured. Now, I really actually like this paint scheme. I like how it brings the colour of the stripe onto the badge. That's a really nice feature, and then I brought that blue onto the wheel, so it all sort of works together with the sort of stripe of green. It'd be cool if you also had a trailer to match this. I think that'd look really good. But on the interior, as I've shown you, I mean, it doesn't look great physically, but it is actually fairly detailed. Some of the textures are a bit dodgy, like the carpet texture, but the actual buttons do look fairly good. I'm not sure what that is down there, that sort of on-off switch. It may be diff lock or something. If I just turn the wheel back around and switch it on, you can see it comes to life. Pretty basic screen, nothing too much going on there. You got the gear. I think I might just switch it into manual mode. I forgot to do that. Oh, it is in manual mode. That's okay. So why does it say auto? Oh, Trackir was playing around. Yeah, so it says auto, even though I'm shifting myself. So yeah, that's kind of odd. You got the hazard button down there, which does actually slightly move, which is cool. You got the light switch, you can probably see that down there. That also moves about. You've got the wipers, that all works, indicators. So yeah, it's not too bad. I don't really like the seats. They're a bit blue, aren't they? I suppose that matches the exterior. The stripe again. But yeah, it is fairly nice. I also went with the V10. I don't know if you can hear that. Sounds quite nice. So let's put it in first. And let's get on the road. So this trailer is 18 tons, so we got plenty of power, 660 horsepower. Right, can we get behind this car, I wonder? I think I left that one a bit too late. Why aren't we moving? Why are my brakes on? I think my G29's playing up again. Just the pedals. Right, let's get inside. Right, I need to go this way apparently. Yeah, that sounds really good, doesn't it? It's good having it with the manual gearbox as well. Really go through the gears. As with all MANs, the visibility is really good on this though. I mean, the pillars are so small. And the mirrors as well. Such thin bezels on them. There's hardly any blind spots. He's really good. It's one of the things I like the most about MANs. Just the visibility, and even though this isn't the highest cabin, you still feel really high up in it. I mean, we're towering over this van here. Listen to that. It's just the high-pitched noise it makes. It's really cool. Right, can I actually go on this side of the road? I mean, they were down there, but I think so. I think it's all one way. Don't know, this feels wrong, but they've got signs on this side, so I guess so. Right, I need to get into the other lane, I think. Yeah, this is fine. Over the river. Yeah, I think I've left this a bit too late to change lanes. Alright, I think I'll get behind this car. There we go. That's alright. Past a few people. Yeah, this really sort of builds its power. It's quite linear. There's not a lot of power down in the low RPMs. It's around 1500 where you really feel the power, I'm noticing. So if we just come around here and then floor it. It doesn't seem to want to rev past 2000. See, here's power and then it's gone. Seems quite narrow, the power bands. You've got to work the gears with it. So I guess that's a good thing that we can't choose a 6-speed or something. It is just fun to play around with the gears. So building the power and change. I do feel like I have to sort of work the individual gears There's hardly any body roll. It feels like there's a bit of understeer compared to some other trucks that I've been driving recently, but you can't complain about the speed. I mean, we're up to 90. I mean, the brakes, they're not the strongest. I can... Oh. Doesn't like that gear. The brakes aren't the strongest. I mean, I was pressing quite hard there. Nothing was really happening. Oh yeah. When you got it in the power band, this is incredible acceleration. Considering we got a trailer on the back. I mean, 65, 70, 75, 80. Oh, missed that gear. 85, 90. Yeah, it's right in its power band now. 95. $100. It's really good, this. And again, it feels so stable at high speed. As I say with all MANs, they just do the job really, really well. Visibility's great. Handling's fairly great. Obviously not quite as good as the more modern trucks. It does seem to sort of drift a bit when you're changing direction, but in general it is really good. I mean, we're doing 115 now. And reaching the top of the speedometer, 120, so I'll just back off now. I mean, it is quick, this. Just change it down, use a bit of engine braking to slow the speed back down. Holds its speed pretty well, to be honest. And it is quite quiet when you're not revving it or anything. And there we go. Quite impressive. A lot of fun as well. I wish to put V10s in trucks now, but with emissions and everything. This is a Euro 3 engine. We're now on Euro 6, so yeah, I can't make them like this anymore. We still yet to have our... Oh, that's a bad accident. We still yet to have our... Whoa, brakes, come on, that was full braking. We're still yet to have our first electric truck in the game. No idea what that will be. I highly doubt they're going to put a Tesla truck in the game, or an American truck I should say. And then here, I don't know if any of the major truck manufacturers are working on electric trucks. I know Scania was doing something with in Sweden about sort of overhead lines over roads. Not too sure how they're doing on that, but yeah, I haven't heard anything about electric trucks or anything. This really does pick up. Oh, come on. What are we braking for? The dials are really easy to read, and what I really like about them is the backlighting, because we got red backlighting, which is probably my favourite colour for the backlighting of dashboards. It's just so easy to read, especially at night. We'll turn the lights off or put them on side lights, and it's all red down here as well, which is kind of cool. The torque. My fuel economy is going to be terrible. Let's have a look what it is. So we're currently averaging 103 litres every 100 mile. Wow. I'd class around 60 to 70 as good. So yeah, we're not exactly saving the environment in this thing, but having a lot of fun delivering these olives. And we're not too far away from the drop-off. Did I just go through a red light? I'm not actually too sure. Come on. Oh dear. we go, made it. We got a red light here as well. And it's so quiet at idle. That's what I find so unusual about it. I mean, for a big engine like this, I can barely hear it. Make those. That's annoying. But yeah, do I recommend you taking a look at this truck? Yes, I probably do. As you know, I really like MAN trucks. This drives really nice. It's probably one of the only trucks in Euro Truck you can get with a V10. So that's got to be a reason to get it, right? All the customization is really high quality. There's some really nice touches in there, like this paint skin with the matching colour badge. It's just put together so well, this mod. Bridge issue here. I wonder if we could drive up that. Again, it's so quiet. But yeah, I definitely do recommend you taking a look at this mod. It's just really well put together. It's nice to drive, sounds great. And it's fairly well supported as well. It seems to always be updated for the new versions. So yeah, I definitely recommend you giving it a go. Well, it won't let me drive any further. I suppose this is like your launch control now. As soon as the barrier comes up. There we go. See what we get up to, probably 0 to 60 kilometers an hour. Yep. Not bad. Right, let's see what this thing is like to park. So, dropping it off down here. Just do a quick U-turn. There we go. Also, rear steer trailer. Not really a fan of these for reversing because they turn so sharply. Look at that. I was not expecting that. There we go. Not a very straight reverse for the truck, but trailer's in anyway. So there we go. If you enjoyed that video, please do give me a like, subscribe for more, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Goodbye.